Patrice making the first observation. This is what are you calling Collin?
I don't think so.
This is scheduled Collin.
This is Collin scheduled, and I'm a big fan of scheduled Collin.
Yeah, we never scheduled you, right, Patrice?
You
Not
know
like
what?
this.
I have never been a scheduled guest where I had to go somewhere.
Colin Quinn is scheduled today to
And I
appear
like that.
on the Opie and Anthony show.
Colin's looking spry. He's looking clean. He's looking healthy.
He used to come down in his pajamas.
In his jammies, he would come in.
Because he was pissed off about something he heard on our show.
He'd bust in and yell
I'll
at
tell
Norton.
you one of the reasons I still remember one of the things that pissed me off the most, and it's going to make you sick to your stomach. They were on the show, Norton sitting there pontificating, you know what I mean? And then he goes like this. He goes, I mean, and he wasn't being, I promise he was not trying to be funny. And he goes, you know, it's like 6:15 in the morning. I'm listening to the show. And he goes, I mean, you know, a great love song like Mark Anthony. What was that Mark Anthony song?
Oh, shit.
That big hit.
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Fucking
He had one big hit. But he goes, I mean, that's a good love song. And then he keeps talking. I just song with the piano.
I
It
just
was
had
one
to
hit,
come down.
but this idiot's going. That's a great love song. Like that's a given. And I really
With
wanted
no
to,
jokes after that.
Even thinking about it, no, he meant it.
Yeah.
I want to strangle him right now thinking about it.
And all of a sudden, Colin appeared pretty much in his PJs.
Yeah.
His hair was fucked up. And
But that was Lonely Colin.
Yeah. Yeah, we went through the period with him where he was frustrated. I remember I said it the other day. You weren't here, where you would come in ranting like, I have all these writings and stuff in my apartment. I don't know what to do with it. I need someone to organize this stuff.
Oh, hold on.
You organized one of them.
Oh, wait.
Let's not try to.
Colin's publicist is getting angry that we brought that up, Opie.
Shit,
that we agreed not to talk
Adrian,
about.
she's a writer. She's not a publicist.
No, that's a
talk
publicist.
about that.
We know how you work.
She's not a publicist.
We got a list of
she's a
things we're
publicist.
not allowed to talk about. Can't talk about remote control anymore.
Did you guys really get a list from somebody?
No, but it would be funny if you should give out
Wait a
lists
minute.
now.
Did you see his face? Colin has a dirty publicist, a Broadway publicist.
dirty publicist.
And here's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to show up places.
I've already had
Photo
to.
ops.
And that's why I'm getting sick right now by you guys, because somehow
He
narrative.
He can't be
The narrative
curmudgeon Colin. He has to fucking go out and fucking say hi and be Broadway.
That's it. Are
He
you
has
Broadway
to shake
Colin?
veiny hands. Oh,
You think he's Broadway Colin now?
oh, he has to shake these fucking Crypt Keeper hands.
Jerry is directing. So how is that?
Mrs.
Tell me how the Jerry
Mr. and Mrs. Splugelstein, that fucking
Splugelstein.
that Bill's fucking wings on hospitals are coming to see him now. This shitty.
You think just some old school Broadway people?
Oh,
he's in that world now.
And Colin can't be like fucking cynical.
No.
Like, because when you do a one-man show
See,
as
he's
a
not even
comic,
saying anything.
it's really just
He's not even
an
in.
hour and a half of your material that wasn't funny. Like the people go, I was in Montreal doing my one-man show, but it was just like, this is my material that ain't that good. And now fucking
Holy shit,
he's a
Patrice.
genius. He can't fucking be fucking pissed off Colin. He has to say thank you. He has to be there on time.
Magnanimous. It's got to be all nice.
And now we're all gonna fall in line because Colin is the fearless leader.
But can I just say
So
one
we're all
thing
gonna
before he
fucking do
continues
it.
on this legitimate trashing of me? Is that
said legitimate?
Do you
Good.
see how the black mind thinks? He's like, he thinks all these years I haven't been on time. He's like, he's got to be on time. He's got to be nice. He's projecting his worst nightmare. I've always been nice and I've always been on time.
But it's absolutely not true.
Really?
I've said this is why.
Yes, it is true.
Colin desperately, he's in the middle of black angst and white acceptance, and he wants to have black angst and white acceptance, but you're not allowed to have both.
Let's not waste too much time on this because he only has 5 more minutes.
Oh,
before he
shit,
has
you're
to
right.
Move on to his next interview.
Where else you going?
Where are you going next,
He's making the
Colin?
whole XM
Are you doing
round.
Fox or Regis?
Remember
What
the
do you got
days it was just us and you, Carl?
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Collin Quinn with his one-man show. Oh, give him a big hand. So, Collin, what the heck is all this about?
No more Riddick ridicule of bums like Regis.
Sounds like, what is it, some kind of history class with laughs?
He goes, bums like Regis. Phil Regis filled in a bum.
He is a bum.
Oh,
We still think he's a bum,
You
just like
deserve
you
it, though,
used to think he was a
Colin.
bum.
You deserve it, though, brother. You
Oh,
deserve
hell
it.
yeah.
Hey, listen,
You
No
deserve
one's
it. You
saying
fucking deserve it, man.
I deserve what?
You deserve
I
accolades.
deserve this left-handed compliment?
No.
Where you say, hey, you stink now, you sell out, but you deserve it. Good for you.
With your shitty material, you said. You said.
I didn't say
If I
his.
wasn't doing this.
I said one-man shows are just when comics do one-man shows, they're just material.
Not
It's
mine,
seriousness.
stupid. Stand what I do? No.
And I
First of
love
all,
the name. The story short. Matter of fact, I was going to name my 1 hour Comedy Central special.
Yeah.
An evening with Mr. P. But I changed it because I was like, Colin's fucking name of his thing is so good.
Yeah, it really
and
is.
short. Long
Sums it
story
up.
short is fucking such a great title.
If I don't start doing this kind of shit and taking care of myself, I'll end up on a month-long tour of Canada. And that's
Why
the last
not?
place I'm going.
Why
With some
not?
of these comics.
Fucking Time Magazine saying it.
I'm talking about Robert Kelly. I was trying to change the subject to Bob Kelly and his tour of Canada.
okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fucking locked
Canadian tour.
Let me ask Collin. So
North of the
the show pops on Broadway, and then you had to read the reviews the next day. Were you out of your mind going, holy shit, what are they going to say about this? It turned out everyone's loving the show, and the
Not
reviews are
everyone.
great. There was one woman we found that did like a 2.5
bitch.
star, and that's not bad either if you're going to get a bad review.
Time Magazine was good. I tweeted that your picture looked like Hitler at Nuremberg. Your hands are up like this. Your mouth's up and you're yelling.
You're looking at the
It's
sky.
like you're talking about book burnings. It's fantastic.
I like the fact that
Who's your opener?
only Anthony knows Hitler at Nuremberg. Everybody else would go Hitler, but he's like
No,
Hitler.
no. It was
A
the
special
bigger-
Hitler.
I'm like
Roland feels about Springsteen.
I'm like Roland with Springsteen about Hitler. I know. Oh, I've seen him so many times. God, I know his set list. I hate the Jews.
Evil Schmeevil.
Fuck the Soviets. Oh, and then he plays a different set every night.
Anecdote about
Blitzkrieg.
Eva Braun.
Yeah.
And then he's back to the Soviets again. All right, so what have we established? That I stink?
This is big
How's
buzz.
that for fucking big news?
This is big buzz, man. This is big time.
we
man.
can't do that
Colin
to you, Collin.
deserves
This is
what he
We're all
got.
excited
But you
for
know,
Collin Quinn.
here's the thing about the business that's amazing is like you always. Colin was this guy. Well, I seen his HBO half hour. When they did him from like Coconut Grove or something, and he was ahead of his time. Colin, this is nothing for Colin.
Time's just catching up with
This
Colin.
Colin's been 10 years to 15 years ahead of his contemporary white hacky guys that he's with. He's always been fucking above them, but now it's like he's 10 years. Tough Crowd was 10 years ahead. And now this is 10 years ahead.
Oh, yeah, Tough
Yeah,
Crowd
look
was
at
10
you.
years ahead. You're
It is.
absolutely
It was
right.
10 it's
Because
10
now
years
everyone's
ahead.
doing Tough Crowd.
Everybody's doing Tough
now it's
Crowd
safer
light.
to do it now.
But
yeah,
I
it is a
know
light
this
version.
I know this is 10 years
So,
ahead.
Colin, what's happening in 10 years? Help us out.
help us out.
What should we do? What
But
should
I'm
we
saying,
start working
I wanna
on?
buy stock right now.
But now he's 10 years ahead. Here's the thing, and this is what happened to Mike Tyson. It's like it's a kind of mellowed out, like approachable dude, and they're giving him good reviews now for his 10 years ahead.
And then Buster Douglas is going to come in and punch his face.
But I'm like, you see, Tyson is like kind of like he said, he's mellowed and he's a little.
Yeah.
You can touch him, and now it's like
not going to bite you.
now it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I know Colin's really big because I saw a video recently where Jerry calls him Carl. Hey, Carl.
Wow.
That video.
Jerry's a bad motherfucker. He's taking care of people.
There was a
Papa, Collin.
I think one of your publicists put the video out there of Collin getting his show ready.
Don't say Papa first, say Colin first.
Yeah.
Collin, Papa.
But Jerry wanted to
Going
talk
on
to
the marriage
Collin
rep today.
Jerry wanted to talk to Collin about something. He goes, "Hey, Carl, what if there was a what if after you guys see the video?" He said Carl though.
Who was telling us a Seinfeld horror story the other day?
Bobby Kelly?
It was
Well, that's the famous one.
It was somebody
A new
that
one.
had run into Jerry or had seen somebody that was Jerry, and Jerry's just like, hey, can I get a picture? And Jerry's like, no.
Happens all the
He'll
time.
I
just be like,
fucking really love that guy, man.
No.
He's
I
a
don't think
zillionaire,
so.
and he walks the streets alone.
Yeah, and
no
just-
bodyguard, no. I just it's amazing
Yeah.
to me, man.
The thing with Jerry is, I told you, he's so. I was at the cellar 2 weeks ago, and Tracy Morgan was there, and he walks in. Yo, I'm an asshole, Keith. He starts like cursing, acting Tracy. Jerry came in. Hi, Tracy. Jerry, how are you? He can turn Tracy white. How's 30 Rock, Tracy? It's going well, Jerry. Thank you very much.
Well, yes.
You got normal Tracy.
Hey, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It's Seinfeld. What you doing?
Yeah, why doesn't he do that to Jerry?
Right up.
Jerry just looked at him. Hi, Tracy.
Oh, that's all.
Intimidating whiteness thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. So we should get the plug in, man. Collin Quinn's on Broadway.
God,
You
yes.
sons of bitches.
How do they
fucking trash me?
Oh, no.
It's at the Helen Hayes Theater. You got the Al Pacino across the street, but we're not going to acknowledge that.
Why not? I went to see Al in
Did
Merchant
you?
of Venice.
How was the
last
Merchant
week.
of Venice?
Fantastic.
Yeah, is he good in that?
I think Al is really one of our finest actors.
Is he an American institution?
They got him.
And
They
then
got
I
him.
met-
Look
I
for the
met
star.
A pound of flesh.
Yeah.
They got him. He's a Broadway star. Were you just hanging out with Al?
They
Two
really
Broadway
hammered
stars
the
hanging
tribe
out?
in that show. Ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't
Do they?
realize how they went after them.
Yeah. Shylock.
Ooh, they brutalized them. There's not even a. You know who else is in it? Jesse Martin from Law and Order is one of the guys.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, I've seen him.
But,
I didn't know he was a Broadway guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that show. I want to talk about.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about your show.
Yeah.
Stop being uncomfortable. We're trying to pump up your
I'm not
show.
being uncomfortable.
Colin just got
Also,
fucking.
he's talking about Al Pacino.
He just
We
got
want to talk
media.
about
He
Collin
just got
Quinn.
media training too.
He did.
Yeah, I think he got
I did
media
media
training.
training.
Did you get media
He
training?
gave me a 2-hour media training session.
What a fucking asshole! That's what he do. Colin's like a rookie linebacker from fucking Oklahoma now.
We never get the inside when it comes to this. What do
What
they
is
teach you?
media training?
So we
They
could.
teach you to keep saying, you're supposed to keep saying the name of the show, long story short. You're supposed to say telecharge. You're supposed to say, at the Helen Hayes Theater.
And no matter what they ask you, you got to figure out how to get it back
How
to
to bring
talking
it
about the
back.
show,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
That's what fucking Brett did yesterday. That fucking would
yeah,
not
he did.
let anything happen.
Nope.
Other than Skyline.
Yeah.
No.
Brett Favre?
Brett
Ratner.
Oh,
Yeah, he's directing or producing a movie.
I know.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm back in the business.
Now,
I
do
know.
you think?
Yeah,
all
well,
about it.
they asked me to play a part in that. I refused.
Do you find there's a difference 15 years ago till now, like where you're like you're embracing like the thing you kind of got to do, I guess, which is not.
I'm not embracing it, but I mean, I'm definitely more like, I got to do, you know what I mean? I got to show up places, like you said. I got to be. You can't just fucking do what you do, which is what I always did, which is to be, almost agoraphobic and, just show up when you want. I mean, let's face it. If you're not making the same mistakes I've made in my career, who the hell is?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Burn fucking bridges.
Which is what I named my comedy special. This is not Bridge Burner.
Bridge burner.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I like
you
that.
are.
You burn bridges like
good.
General Sherman. I don't want to bring up a touchy subject with you, the Civil War. But
So you're understanding the game a little more, huh?
Well, that's
Collin?
interesting.
I always understood the game.
But you're playing the game more.
I just couldn't fucking believe, and I still can't believe
That you have to.
that I gotta stand around and that I'm still mad. I mean, I'm still mad as ever.
Now,
That's
do
why.
every show do you have to fucking say hi to some people?
No, I don't mind that part. That's not.
But I'm
what
saying,
bothers
do
me.
you kind of have to? Like, can you not? Can you go? I'm done. Do you just get on the bus and go home
No
afterwards and
fucking
go?
way. He's got to
No, I
shake some
gotta go out and
hands.
say a shake. I mean, I don't really have to do that much. No, that was never the part. I'm trying to figure out what it was where I took those steps. I think it was more like, I think I did more like you. Like, I'd have a casual meeting with somebody in power, and I'd feel like the way you feel, which is you're lucky to have me here, and we're equals. When really they had all the money and all the power, and that's how you are, in my opinion. Is you're like, yeah, of course we're here. I belong here. Me and Spielberg. We're equal.
He said, I belong in
you know
me
what I
and
mean?
Spielberg. True that.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it was.
But that's
more
why I
like,
watch you I get the cue.
but-
Because Colin is
He knows how to do
But
it.
I was always more pleasant. I mean, let's face the facts.
you were more likable. You weren't more pleasant.
You know,
There's a difference.
People
He does
like
make a point.
people like Colin, but he's not a pleasant man. Not pleasant.
I'm the most pleasant man in the fucking business.
You're loved.
I'm loved because I'm nice.
You're loved like Mr. Magoo is loved.
Now you're crotchety guy.
That's when you know, whenever a black comedian goes back to the cartoons, they're really going to start trashing you. There is no these stupid cartoons. By the way, Keith had the best description of Robert Kelly the other day, which I have to remind myself before I forget. Because, Bob goes around and, like, tries to make the young comics like him, and they fucking fear him. And he said, yeah, Keith goes, he's like Casper the Friendly Ghost. All he wants to do is be loved, and everybody just runs away from him.
I told these fucking guys fucking years ago. I said to Bobby, there's two people in the world, motherfuckers. There's guys who try to be the Hulk. But they're really Bill Bixby.
Yeah.
And there's guys that's trying to be Bill Bixby, but they're really the Hulk. And that's Bobby. Bobby is trying to keep from being the Hulk all the time. But and you can just see he's got them eyes where it's like, don't make me angry.
The clothes are getting a little tighter. He wants to go full Hulk.
And there's some guys that run around trying to be scary.
Or maybe he should stop eating dessert. I don't know. Something's going on there.
But Bob is, he does it like
Bob's an edgy dude, man.
In Jaws, remember when they said those black doll eyes that sharks have?
Lifeless eyes, like a doll's
He's got those eyes.
Yeah.
Bobby certainly has those eyes.
But the other side of Bob is he tries to be like the guy, he goes to the young comics, and he's like, dude, and they're sitting at the table like this, terrorized. And he's like, dude, let's hang out. And he just wants to be like the guy that they all like, hey, Bob's here. And they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And now he's up in Canada.
Casper Friendly Ghost.
I think the world is the world's going in a better place for all of us now.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Collin is kind of like the Zeus of New York.
He's the front
the canary in the coal mine.
In comedy. He's like people.
Yeah.
People kind of. Collin is he's not old, but he's like the fucking. He's the dude.
The patriarch.
That everybody kind of looks up to.
The patriarch of the comedy
side. He's one of the older guys in your group. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not in age-wise. Just in
That's
a
why
lot of older fucking guys that nobody pays a fucking attention to.
Hey, leave Voss out of this.
And wisdom.
Well, leave Voss out of that too. Wisdom. Jesus.
Wisdom.
And all those things. Not just
wise
age.
behind my ears.
I think Nick is Collin's age.
No, he's younger than me.
Fucking same.
He's younger than me.
But it's good. It'll be good to see. It's good to see him.
I can't wait to see what the show's become because I saw it downtown and now I want to see it on Broadway.
What about
this show of yours, Collin?
What about our next thing when we revisit Tough Crowd in a new format?
Oh shit! Look at you.
You should start working on that now.
Oh shit!
Well, you should bring that fucking thing back.
Where would you take
the world needs Tough Crowd?
Where would you put it on Oxygen now?
I understand that, but you got Jerry. Maybe you could talk Jerry
into
Tough
Crowd. On Oxygen now.
Put the show on fucking Lifetime.
On the fucking Oprah's new channel.
Everybody else is just fucking sitting around, not one. We used to be like 5 dudes that didn't give a fuck. There's now 5 dudes that just need a job, and we're just like, how edgy can we? We're doing a practice show at 2 in the afternoon.
No shit.
Just to see what fucking. It just took the air out of me.
It's a crime that fucking show went away.
But it's 10 years ahead. It's always 10 years ahead.
Ridiculous.
10 years ahead.
Hey,
why did I get an invite to the fucking thing like a first day?
Shit.
I want to fucking go and dress
you wanted
up.
to do a little red carpet action, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Once again,
that wasn't up to you.
That's the kind of thing I would think. I would want an invite to things, even though I had never reached out to anybody. I would do the same. I'm saying I would do the same thing, which is, where's my fucking invite? Even though you probably, like me, when people would invite me to that shit, I wouldn't go. That's the other thing. Here's the big mistake.
Here's what makes me sick right now about this fucking magnanimous douche.
You're supposed to invite people.
All of us.
Because you feel like the asshole if you call up Collin and go,
somehow he's learned.
Can I be at your big fucking debut?
He just learned yesterday.
2 weeks, maybe.
Just yesterday. He went to a media class. Now I was like,
what the fuck is that about? You can't invite yourself to anything. You look like an asshole.
Listen to me. Don't act like I just learned the shit from media training. I've been through therapy. I've been through a lot of fucking bullshit pain that I don't deserve.
You think Joan Rivers had to call and get an invite?
Shit.
Or did Joan Rivers get
invited? Did Joan Rivers fucking call you, Collin?
Hey, that's a good fucking point, O. How do you invite yourself?
No, I said it earlier. My point was you can't invite yourself.
This is not about you. This is about these guys are pissed. They didn't get the invite.
We're all pissed off.
Who isn't pissed?
Jimmy fucking invited himself because he was there.
Because
Jim didn't invite Jimmy.
Knows how to work it.
Yeah, Jim did invite himself, by the way.
Jim knows how to work it. Well, you could blame
I just assumed you didn't have my new number.
Blame my assistant Claire.
That's what I figured.
Blame your
she should have
knows
invited
the lingo and everything.
Well, you guys should have been invited. But Patrice, let's be honest. Patrice is the kind of guy, he first of all, he had this 4th of July barbecue every year.
I'm not invited to that either, Patrice.
So neither am I.
I've
and
never
then he
got
goes
the
to
invite.
me. Here's his lame ass excuse.
Can I
he
just
goes,
say?
"Oh, I figured I knew you wouldn't come." But it's like
That's his excuse
what
to
you
me too. He goes,
Can I say?
I didn't invite you because I didn't think you would go.
Yeah,
This
How
is
do you
why-
know that unless you
This
fucking
is why
asked me once?
I fucking love Anthony. You're not Anthony, but Anthony will go. No, I'm not coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Now
I would've
you
went.
won't go that. You don't do that.
I would have went.
But
To your barbecue,
He would've gone.
Absolutely went.
He would have gone.
Some things that blow off, absolutely.
ever
but
since 3 years ago when we had this discussion with Collin, I invited him to everything I do, and
No.
guess what he's been to?
none.
Nothing.
twice on 4th
It's
of
been
July.
3. I have 3 things a year, so he's been invited to 9 things
They're
since then.
all on the days when white people are with their family.
Do you hear? I invite him for Thanksgiving. What? Why
that's
would he?
your problem
Why
now.
would he
You better
rather
look
eat
out,
fucking
Collin.
boiled cabbage and
the days
bread
of-
pudding on his bad Irish fucking cooking family?
All right, here.
Come on over, man.
Give me one invite. If I'm not there, then don't invite me again. That's how I work.
Whoa.
I do.
The
Give me
challenge.
one. Give me one
Yeah,
challenge.
what does that do
Give me
to
one
the-
challenge.
I'll invite you for
gauntlet?
Thanksgiving. You're not going to come for Thanksgiving
Well,
because
that's a
family
day.
Well, that's
See?
some people
What is
don't.
wrong?
Some people
Not
don't
with
have family.
Collin.
Though.
Some people,
So you can't be insulted
some
if I don't show up for
communities don't
Thanksgiving.
believe in the
No.
nuclear family.
Well, you better watch it, Collin. You're fucking in the
careful.
lot. You're on the radar now.
Right. You can't
can
say stuff
shit.
like that.
Well, it's Colin Quinn. Hi, I'd like to apologize for a statement I made on a radio program.
What?
Some radio show.
Is that
I didn't know the
come
name
to
of it.
Broadway?
He won't even say Opie and Anthony. He'll be like,
Black people don't come to Broadway shows.
Yeah, he's safe.
If
They wouldn't even go to the Scouts Bowl.
If that
they only go
happens-
when Denzel's there, and then they sit there eating goddamn Mickey D's in the middle of the show.
holy shit.
Patrice,
true.
black people don't go to Broadway shows,
hey, the
right?
McRib is limited. Come on. It's limited
You know what
time.
it is? Can we all be honest and just say we
That's
want to
why
be
I'm asking.
invited to things
Of course we would.
without intentions
We
of
would
being
love
there?
to be invited
We just
to
want to
things.
be invited.
We're kind of hurt,
How the hell
Colin. We
are
wanted
you,
to be there.
Mr. Going to bring us all together all of a sudden in this conversation?
Yeah. I
We
know,
wanted
right?
to be there, though, right, Patrice?
I would like
We
to
were
have been
proud of
asked,
Collin.
you know, because I'm.
But you didn't come all summer.
I treat.
Opie's the only one that actually deserves to be invited. He came. You
I
didn't
went
come all
with it.
summer.
Hey, I live out on Long Island.
I went to the show when it was
You live
one
2
guy.
exits from Queens.
I remember when this show was one guy that introed you and then had to run to the back to start the light show.
That's right.
That's how far back I go with this
right.
show.
Christ.
And now it's on Broadway with a big set and a
Not
director.
only that, but I started this at the brokerage in Governors. You could have came there.
I will say, Opie is very supportive of
course he is.
Of a few of the guys that come
Oh,
through.
great. He's got to walk out of his house 20 yards and he's anywhere.
No,
That doesn't
no,
matter.
Man, no,
Even when he lived in
no.
Holbrook.
Fucking you got.
Huntington, I would come in for
Fucking
shows,
Keith will
man.
drive you anywhere you need to go, man.
no.
You can just hop in the
No,
trunk.
don't beat me up because
busy
I
man.
Why don't you
I
quit
did it when I
trying
was
to
on
take
Long
the-
Island as well, man.
But I don't like the fact that you're making everybody inclusive in your shitty, bad behavior. I went to media training. I'm trying to help you.
Yes,
I love that he went to
media
media
I'm trying
training.
to-
I desperate. Do you hear
I'm
in
trying
my
to
voice?
school
I
you.
desperately don't want to be this no more.
I know.
Now, but what I'm looking at Collin, right? And I'm.
Saying I desperately don't want to be this and acting that way are two different things.
But you just learned how to not be an animal yesterday. You've been the Wolfman for fucking 40 years. Now it's a crescent moon. He's a regular human being now.
Are we going to acknowledge he lost weight too? He's on some kind of
we
like
just saw-
Broadway diet
He
or
lost
everything?
weight 2 years ago.
fucking
No,
Hollywood
it's different.
thing.
Yeah.
You're Hollywood thin now,
You know what he
man.
is?
Don't say the Broadway
Hey,
diet.
you know what
That's
he is?
something else.
Yeah, that's true.
Opie, you know what he is now? Lean.
Yeah, you're lean and you're wearing the
lean.
right colors.
He used to be
you can
skinny
tell
and
those are the
sick.
right colors.
Now you're lean.
He's not in his pajamas.
Look at the colors he's wearing.
His
too.
hair is
Someone
growing
told him
back.
to wear those colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did your hair start growing back?
My hair's not growing back.
It's all thick.
If you have less head because you
what
lost
happened?
weight, it looks like you have more
Maybe
hair.
that's what it is.
He's sitting with his eyes closed, just I've had it.
A little bit of crow's feet collagen. I see
You
it.
know.
I fucking there's one less
You
toe on the
Botoxing,
crow's
Collin?
feet.
Larry King didn't give him this shit.
Are you Botoxing?
Have you done the Today Show, things like that?
No.
No?
You
They
did
don't
Larry
invite me
King,
to
though.
do that, but Jerry takes care of that. He mentions the show when he goes on.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't invite me on those shows.
They
I'm
will
like a
soon. Though.
morning
They
guy.
will. You are no. Don't believe that.
No,
I've
you're
done
gonna-
it. I did
After
it
a
back in
while.
the
You're
day.
back. You're
No,
back.
you're
I
back.
did it for Tough Crowd. When I did Tough Crowd, here's how stupid I was. When I was doing Tough Crowd, like they put me on those rounds, and I could just see the, you know, when people don't like you, like you're like so, but they're just their face frowning, but you can barely see the dimple. I used to see that all the time during Tough Crowd.
Not on this run.
Wow, really? No, you're beloved now.
Not on this run.
You're like George Bush with his book. Everyone loves him now. Everyone loves him now.
This guy's George Foreman now. What the fuck?
Everyone loves him now with this book.
And he's like, no, Katrina, I love black people.
Yeah.
And fucking Kanye West is apologizing to him. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
The fuck? How did that happen?
People adore Bush now because he put this book out. He's being honest. He's a fun guy. They've noticed when you sit down and interview him, he's a genuine fun guy.
I raised my hand. He got me. I wasn't a Bush fan, but, man, this book tour has turned me around. He's likable now. Hate to say it.
And this is amazing.
Maybe because of the media training he went through.
Maybe he went to media training like me.
Now all of a sudden I'm finding myself liking this Bush guy.
You know, Patrice, it's funny. You know, when I'm doing Long Story Short at the Helen Hayes Theater, telecharge.
Now and forever.
Through January 11th, 11 weeks. But,
I hope you have to do it for 20 straight years.
It's going to be a run.
I hope it runs like the Fantastics.
I mean, I hope the show, you know, from your lips to God's ears, Anthony.
So 9 shows a week?
8.
You have
3 on Saturday and 6, 7, 8.
3 on Saturday.
You have to do 3 on
2,
Saturday?
5, and 8 on Saturday.
And that's why you got to be in shape, right? You got to be.
I've been in shape for 2 years.
But you got to be in top condition, though. Give me some advice. Can you mentor once in your life? So do you have to be fucking
Last time
in shape
I mentored, you guys dragged me down. Did you remember your great speech on Tough Crowd? Right at the end when we found out it was canceled, Patrice just had me crying. He gave this speech, everybody's like talking about the show, and he goes, see, Collin did this show to kind of lift us all up. But whatever he said about it, we just dragged him down to all levels and destroyed him.
You're not a good friend, Patrice O'Neal.
That was hilarious.
Because he was fucking... Collin
needed that.
He fought for bums.
He needed that.
He fought for pure bums.
Like
thinking he could pull everyone up, but everybody just dragged him
down.
That was one of the funniest speeches. I wish I had
perfect.
some of those. Now a lot of them are on YouTube, but I wish I could see some.
That is perfect.
Patrice would give these
Anybody
speeches.
ask me anything about my career, they'll go, "What? I go Tough Crowd, man."
Yeah.
That was it. That was as close as it gets to doing what you want to. This radio show is like as close as it gets to you just doing something,
just doing your shit,
saying something
without having
just
to
talking shit.
Wait, let's get back to this. 8 shows a week.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy shit!
What can I say, fellas? I'm like, you know,
It's an hour and a half.
I'm like Christian Chenoweth.
Hour and a half.
What?
He knows
he
all
doesn't
the
even know
Broadway
who that
stars.
is.
I do.
I know. He doesn't.
She lives in my building.
That's a woman, and Chenoweth is like her daughter.
Shut up.
She's a
It's
tiny little
nothing to do with that.
pipsqueak.
He only knows when Fantasia was in The Color Purple.
She's a big Broadway star.
I told you about
It's an hour? How long is the show?
hour 15.
Hour 15. Sweet, short and sweet. Bam.
Yeah, you in, you out.
You do that at the Cellar. Fuck it.
That's long story
But it ain't
short.
too bad. The 3 shows on fucking Saturdays.
That's brutal.
And it's a 2 p.m.
2, 5, and 8. Wow. So you can cut. We'll invite you to the 2. You'll be late for the 5, and you'll stay for the 8.
You know, too, can I in defense of comics, and he knows this, comedians, like, when we do shit, like, it's Collin. So it's like, hey, Collin, when you finishing the Broadway thing, you coming down to the Cellar. Like, that's it's like, we don't go.
That'll stop.
Oh, we're going to support each other kind of thing. It's like, oh, Collin's over here.
Yeah,
You don't think of it like, you know, I mean, I think maybe I'm talking just in our little fucked up circle.
No, I understand what you mean.
You're talking just in your little circle. You're talking about yourself.
But look at like Norton. Me and Norton are great friends. We don't talk ever.
No.
I never talk to Norton. And when I do, it's like, yeah, one of us has got to go. But like, I love him as a dear friend, but it's like, I don't
You always got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, we don't talk.
Yeah.
None of us talk. I don't talk to fucking Nick.
No.
Keith, we don't talk. But we're all like
Isn't that
buddies.
an odd thing? Yeah. To defend each other and everything, but you don't talk.
When these mics are off, there's nothing worth talking about.
No.
It is, I guess.
Not really.
But that's what I'm saying about his show. It's like, it's not even, to me, it's like, I should be like, fucking Collin's on Broadway, but it's like, you go, oh, Collin got a show, man. I heard it's good, man.
It really is.
I'll see you.
Show.
I'll talk to you tomorrow or something. That's how.
Are you gonna go, Patrice?
That's how you feel. Yeah, I gotta go because it's big.
It is big. Tell
But let me just explain something before this fool distorts the entire thing. Every one of the rest of these assholes shows up at the show, calls up and goes, hey, I want to get to the show. They talk to my assistant. It's only him, but he's going, well, you know, the way we are. You need more than media trading. You need serious psychological help like I got. You need therapy because your distorted view. Oh, everybody's like me. No, they're not.
No one's like you, Patrice.
What was your big issue?
He goes like this.
Collin, what was your big issue that you needed
like this.
some kind of therapy? What was your issue? What did you have to get
issue
over?
In particular.
No? What was
First
it,
of all, if there was, I wouldn't even talk about it.
Well, I was just asking.
Just a general makeover?
We all got our crosses to bear, as
exactly.
they say.
Wow, you're getting angry. You getting angry, Collin?
I can't be. I know what it is, and it bothers me bad
because you know what it is. They can't fix it.
It drags me down. I cannot be nice when I don't like you. Like I can't.
Fake nice.
I can't be fake nice. I try telling you.
But do you see how
it's painful.
But wait a minute. Brother. Do you see how he says it like it's a big revelation? Everybody knows this about you.
They don't know that. They don't know. They just think I'm a fucking.
You can't be real
They just think I'm an asshole.
Fake nice, but it's real nice. You just can't be nice.
It's like the girl in the morning. It's like the girl in the morning that goes good morning, and it's 5 a.m. or whatever, and it's like good morning, and you go, are you serious? Like this is oppressive to me. Like to make me do something likable right now at this moment.
Good morning. Like you got to answer back.
Like it's
nice.
But it's what he has to do now that I'm watching Collin for my lead.
And you're not
see how fucking Collin gets through it. If Collin can do it, I can fucking do it.
I don't like that I've become, in the past half hour, you guys have characterized me as like the new Ben Vereen. Just smiling my way to fucking success going,
you're smiling, you're smiling more.
I'll do it my fucking way. I always have and I always will.
You're now the litmus test for some scumbag that made it. What is this?
Exactly.
No, but he's a trooper.
Yeah, that's
not a sellout. Just
you're not a sellout.
A trooper who deserves it. You deserve it.
Oh, I don't deny that at all. I deserve more than what I got.
Here's what he's now got to balance: curmudgeon and grateful old asshole. He's got to figure out a way that people think is cute.
Not either of those are really good, by the way.
I know. It's like a fucking bat in my fucking ribs. That really hurts.
He knows it's true, though.
Yeah, he has to fucking. It's a balance now. He has to fucking. I'm trying to balance.
Curmudgeon and graceful old asshole.
Yeah.
With people that you don't like go to try to kiss you. Ooh. And you don't pull back to go. Why are you kissing me? Why would you do that?
But I was
But
never
now you
like
gotta
that.
kiss. You got to kiss now.
How do you think I ran Tough Crowd? I was the front man that actually schmoozed everybody. Unfortunately.
But look at you.
I was the guy that had to deal with everybody, the networks, all that stuff. I was always fine like that. That's what I'm saying.
But you're a fucking animal. You bit heads off over there.
That was the problem. Is I fucking
there you go.
Did he? Just a few of the wrong
He
power
fucking
people.
chomped.
Good for him, man.
But good for him, but not good for him. That's what I'm saying.
But he didn't want to water down what he believed in.
But Collin, did you learn from that now to realize, I could.
Well, to a degree, I did. To a degree, I didn't. I can't
Good question.
I can't. Obviously, when it comes down to belief, if I'm doing something like
what
this,
would you do different on Tough Crowd?
On Tough Crowd?
Back then, though. Go back then. What would you do different? Not the new Tough Crowd, the old Tough Crowd. What would you do different?
I would say, Patrice, may I please interject?
Oh, fuck. I want to hug Collin. Just
wants a show. I'd say, Mr. O'Neal, may I please have the floor?
Fucking fuck.
I loved it. I mean, Tough Crowd. One thing about Tough Crowd I have to say, there's a few little changes, of course, I would make with the way I dealt with, some of the people in power, but ultimately, I have to say I don't have regrets about the fucking guys that were doing it. It was
great.
It was everything they claim they want.
Mm-hmm.
It was groundbreaking. Guys like just, they were just being so distinctive and unique. So, I mean, that I don't really regret. I can't
then they lie and then realize they didn't want that.
And they realized they didn't want that.
Yeah,
but like you said, now they're starting to get used to that kind of
they didn't want
attitude.
you
But
doing
they'll never see the likes of these motherfuckers again.
No.
Because the difference is, I'm gonna tell you for real, it was really made up of a bunch of guys who thought that that we were outside the business. Like everybody. But for real,
I guess you proved yourselves wrong.
But that's what it was.
None of these motherfuckers have worked a day since that show ended.
Oh, you know how many fucking enemies? I got enemies that I didn't know I had from Tough Crowd, man.
Really?
Oh, fucking! I can name them. I can name them.
No, why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
All of them. Kathleen Madigan, Dom Herrera, fucking Bobby Slayton.
Why?
Because this show pulled skirts up.
Yeah, but because you were voicing your opinions on certain things, people get mad.
You know why?
The fuck is that?
You know why? It's because that show.
I like the way he said it, like it was Katzenberg and fucking.
Yeah, no kidding.
I made enemies. So like,
But I'm talking about comics, fellow comics. I don't even know who the fuck on top. Like fucking,
That's the part we'll never know.
Why are you worried that those guys don't like you?
No, but he's saying something.
He's not
But he's saying something else. We'll never know who on top.
Like, I don't know who didn't, but I know the comics that didn't. But because the show,
but he's
for
saying
comedy,
the people that we don't know.
There's guys that what the show did was show the difference between funny guys. And comedians.
Let me tell you something.
Comedians
you're right.
aren't funny guys, and some comics aren't funny.
What comedians don't realize is the audience doesn't fucking really notice that. Within your guys' whole circle,
they did notice.
They'll sit there and be like, fuck, I'm not funny. I'm not coming off as funny. I'm a comic. I could go on stage and do my act, but I can't sit here and bullshit and be funny.
Yes.
So now they look at you like, motherfucker, this guy's taking this opportunity to make me look bad.
And they thought it made him look bad, but it was just us being funny.
But the audience just sits there going like, oh, that's
But some
funny.
motherfuckers flourished on that show. Fucking Greg Proops. Pat Cooper, fucking, those popped to mind, but it was a million motherfuckers who came on and they knew how to bullshit.
Hey man, it's similar with our show. We've had a lot of guys that are supposedly very, very funny, and they have bombed horribly on this show because they can't just hang.
Their act is funny, and then they're
mad at us that we didn't help them get into their bits. It's like that's not how this fucking works, man. Turn on the mic and say something, of interest.
So it just don't.
Very similar, man.
You don't know what we said some terrible shit. But it was funny.
It was absolutely funny.
It's too bad.
Absolutely funny.
It's not about that. It's about Collin.
Long story short.
How would you like?
Telecharge. Helen Hayes Theater.
How about
across from Al Pacino?
How would you like to have a show? You're the host of a show like me, and the minute of the show you're saying something you think is kind of deep and funny, and suddenly you hear, "Shut up."
That's right.
But one good thing about Patrice, I give him credit when he says "shut up." 99% of the time, you're like, yeah, that was true.
I'm really starting to go off. Yeah. I'm pontificating here.
I'm so fucking happy for Collin, man.
Of course. I think everybody that knows Collin.
Stop being happy for me. It's only the beginning. This show is just one thing.
Good.
At the Helen Hayes.
Stop with the fucking I'm going to show everybody attitude.
For the stars.
Just enjoy fucking Broadway, asshole.
No. I can't.
Oh. And he says this is the beginning, so maybe we'll be invited to the next thing.
It'll be on HBO. They'll film it.
This is an HBO
and they're probably
show,
working
Collin.
on it. I'm sure they're working on it.
This is for HBO all the way. You know that.
He knows.
That's, once again,
you got the deal already?
The scintilla of what I'm trying to do.
He's got plans and ideas now.
I got plans and ideas. I've been working on it for years. All those papers are going to get done. If I have to burn this fucking country down, I'll do it.
Maybe we'll be invited to the HBO taping. That would be nice.
I'm sorry, Opie. You're right. You should have been invited. I don't feel guilty about it.
You shouldn't.
You were supposed to come this summer.
Yeah, you never went to
I'll just watch it when it's bootlegged.
You never went.
I support.
Someone will videotape it.
You can't support
it. You understand? Anthony's got this whole
I don't leave my
subculture, like Long Island fucking dirtbag subculture life. He's got a whole he's got pipelines to shit you guys don't even understand.
How come you don't get no pressure to be a friend?
I don't know.
How the fuck do you get away with not being a friend?
I'm very honest about who I am and what I am. My family knows. Like, I talk to my family once every 2 months, and they're like, you should really drop by more often.
You don't think you should fucking go see Collin?
I absolutely want to, and I should.
He came with Tommy Caroline's and sat next to my Aunt Margaret. She talked zero the whole show.
Yeah, really? I saw Collin. I love seeing Collin. But you know what? The whole thing. I think too far in advance. It's like, all right, I got to do this. I got to get my car. I got to drive. I got to probably have a couple of drinks. Now I got to risk driving back drunk, or I could take the train.
Get a
So I
car.
got to take a cab and do this. Or
Do you understand that
everything's a pain in the ass
underneath
for
the
me.
wild lifestyle of this radio guy is a Long Island dolt? It's like, I gotta drive. The southern state, you see, it's a mess.
Oh God! I knew I should
Syracuse's
have taken
finest.
the Parkway.
Here's Syracuse's finest. Actually, Sam's in here to set up the next section for you, Collin, because this is going to be your last appearance on our show. We want you to go out with a bang.
Oh, wow.
man.
You know what?
This is it for Collin.
That's it.
We've noticed, Collin.
This is
We've
his
noticed.
This is his last drop by. This is his last.
This is like you'll never
he
see me
actually
again.
already doesn't want it, but he's throwing us a bone.
This is his first
You notice how he hasn't
scheduled last drop by. This is a mixture.
Right.
You notice how he hasn't said it's not? By the way?
It's true. He's
Shaking his head like, ugh, but he hasn't said it's not.
Yeah.
Just tired.
Sam, what is happening
I
after
want
the
to hear
break
about Scorch.
for Collin,
Yeah, who doesn't?
for Collin Quinn?
Well, after the break, it's been requested for a long time, and I thought I would wait for Mr. Quinn to come and bring it back to the show. It's PFG TV.
Oh,
Pretty effing
shit.
great.
Just for
Pretty
you,
fucking
Collin.
great
Yeah.
TV, which is Scorch's like public access show.
Public access.
What is it?
This is a show that not only is it in New Hampshire, but I mean, according to Scorch, it's in cities across this country and others.
Oh, according to Scorch.
Yeah.
So where is it, really? New Hampshire, right?
Well, it would just be,
That's pretty
just
much
New
it.
Hampshire.
Yeah.
All around the whole country. Hey, Scorch.
Hey,
Kingdom of Nakedness.
So after the break, we do that?
Can Collin stay with us after the
can
break?
you stay
Of
here?
course. Does he got to
Really?
take off? Let's look at
Sure?
his people. Does he have to go anywhere?
And why is she writing the whole time in the corner?
That's Adrian. I told you she's writing a book about comedy for years.
Oh.
So she's writing about stuff right now?
Yes.
Book about comedy for years?
I think she's taking notes.
Anthony,
What's
she
going on?
talked to you.
She's taking notes.
Patrice, she talked to you. You guys are crazy.
No, she's taking notes, and then they're going to have a meeting after the show, all the things he did right and wrong during this
If you want to talk to the public,
during this big media
Elise will
appearance.
talk to you. Elise, come in.
Oh,
That's the publicist.
Is this the publicist?
I knew it.
Ah, shit.
Oh, boy.
See, if she says no, I don't want to come in.
Where's it? Just find out where he's scheduled.
I would love to know.
Could we just
Yeah,
let's
we
do a
just want to know
schedule?
where. Hi.
No,
how
no,
are
no.
you?
Hold on. I want to start. What has he done right as far as his appearance goes, and what has he done wrong? And be honest.
Everything right.
Huh?
Everything right?
Everything right.
Everything right? Anything
I
wrong?
mentioned the show.
She would never say that in public. She's going to drag him out there and point in his face
yeah.
And go
in the corner after I told you not to share any more moments like that. Don't tell him you went to therapy. People don't want to hear that you're crazy.
And she's going to strongly suggest that he doesn't do appearances like this one anymore.
Just bring up the show more.
Never. He loves you guys. He's done everything right.
Say the long story short.
Thank you.
And who
Ellen
helps him?
Hayes
Who helps him with his
Theater.
clothes now?
Tell a chart.
Yeah, that's
Tell
not
the
his clothes.
charge.
Who took him shopping?
Yeah,
Who
took
cleaned him up?
I don't know.
Who
What's,
cleaned you up, Collin?
what's your schedule today?
Yeah,
what's
what's
the next
next?
4 things today?
He's hanging with you guys.
Well, we're only till 10.
Oh boy,
so
you got to
what does he
fire
do
her,
afterwards?
Collin. You should be doing big
I
shows
got to do
now.
the marriage ref today.
Oh, you're doing the marriage rep. Right.
Fucking Seinfeld Mafia. I want in. We're part of the. I want in. I want in.
Let me tell you
I
something.
want,
exactly.
I want in the Seinfeld
no way
Mafia,
you'll get in the
motherfucker.
Seinfeld Mafia.
No,
No
I
way.
want this. Oh, because they got George Wallace. Dude, I'm gonna fucking.
That's not why.
That's
Dude, you
exactly.
fucking nailed it.
I want in.
Why
the,
De Niro couldn't be a made man in Goodfellas. Same reason.
You nailed it.
well, I can be a friend of
You'd be a friend.
Collins.
Yeah, you're a good
So
fella.
fucking, I'm
Can
a
you
friend of
imagine
yours.
he would bring the marriage ref down with one of his opinions on marriage and women? He would destroy the entire show.
Doesn't know how to keep it within the lines.
They'd actually go back to the friggin' 60s and you just see boom, a test pattern. The show is no longer on the air. Stay tuned for a rerun of I Love Lucy.
I can't disagree with that, Patrice. I can't disagree with that one, man. You would destroy the marriage rep.
Fuck the marriage rep.
Would you bring up the
It's
Donkey
not-
Punch or the fucking pirate?
Excuse me.
Do we have to go back to his John Gibson appearance?
I want in the Seinfeld Mafia.
Excuse me, did I just hear you say, fuck the marriage ref?
No, I mean, when I say fuck,
The publicist wants you out of here. She's looking at her BlackBerry. She's very nervous.
no,
Boy,
not
that's an
fuck the
interesting
marriage
way,
rep.
that's
She's
an
very
interesting way to
nervous.
get into
But I
Seinfeld
mean-
Mafia by going, fuck the marriage ref.
I mean, wait, let me reiterate. Fuck being on, like, that's not how I want to get in the mafia.
See, this is your problem right here.
How do you want to get on?
marriage
You want to get on through the respect from the other people in that group.
Yes, I want
then
to.
You can't be part of the Seinfeld Mafia.
I want to get in have an opportunity to join the Seinfeld Mafia.
That would be a great
so funny.
place to be.
He goes,
There's
I didn't
so
say
few in there.
I like the way he said. He said he didn't say. I didn't say fuck the marriage ref. I said fuck being on. That cleans it up.
Oh, God damn, man.
I want
shit.
God,
who else is in it? I'm trying to think. Is Papa, Collin? Who else is
Jerry?
in it?
That's it.
Larry?
Well, Larry David's a
action,
fucking. He's a family of his own. They split off in two families.
He's a Don.
Really?
They're like Bananos and what's his name?
Yeah, the
Wanda's in the Larry David fan in the Larry
Wanda's
David.
Larry David
camp.
So why not Keith Robinson?
The Seinfeld camp.
No, Keith is in the Wanda.
Keith is in the Wanda. Keith is a friend of Wanda's, but
so
he's not a friend of ours. He's a friend of
Wanda's a capo. And he's a soldier.
Yes, we got to put up a chart.
Yeah, we got to put up a mafia fucking.
It's fucking Larry David.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
And the branches that call him Collin.
Collin's a capo, big time capo.
Yeah, big time capo.
I'm gonna tell you how much.
And then
Collin,
you and Jimmy and shit are under Collin.
Can I tell you what Collin is in the? Because he's been part of the fucking Seinfeld Mafia since the first Tough Crowd show on NBC.
That's right.
And Seinfeld would have to call him in and go, look, Collin, Collin, if this was gangster shit, he shoots people right away.
Yeah.
Seinfeld has something close in his heart, but he shoots you. He comes in and he's trying to fucking give you a little bit of what do you call it? Interrogation.
Yeah, a little
and
interrogation.
And Collin just goes, fuck this, and shoots it. He goes, you can't do that.
Can't just do that.
Now Collin is becoming the leader.
You got to have a sit down.
Right.
And
then it's Papa's concierge.
Constantly. Yeah.
No trouble from Pops. You need a black thug.
Yeah, Papa would never say fuck the marriage ref.
No,
I didn't say fuck the marriage
fuck being on the marriage ref.
Because you're saying fuck the marriage ref. I'm saying I have other useful uses than the marriage ref.
You know who's on with me today?
Who?
Lauren Graham and Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige, don't act like...
She's having, I read that. What? But that's in black trade.
Oh, look at him keeping the
Look,
fucking...
you learned right there.
He just took the bridge and threw some water on the match.
He said, I ain't burning this bridge. Hey, Chris Rock's in the Seinfeld Mafia,
He absolutely is.
Yeah, we got
Chris
another one
Rock,
in there.
I think he fashions himself as a Don.
As a Don,
but he's black.
He's under there.
He's got his own family.
Yeah, but it's a black family, though.
Yeah.
But he still has to, he's like Nicky Barnes. He has to go through the mafia.
He's fucking...
Wow.
He stacks from Goodfellas, falling asleep when he should be getting the truck fucking...
He's not stacked. Chris Rock ain't stacked from fucking Goodfellas, man.
He's stacked. He's stacked.
You'll be late for your own fucking funeral.
Kramer's going to go over his house and shoot him.
He's definitely not
I thought
stacked.
you were here with one of your bitches.
He's definitely not stacked. But Chris Rock... has a family of his own, but he has to go through.
What about the Sandler family?
Yeah, the Sandler family.
Oh, shit.
We don't talk about
Yeah, that's got fucking all the old SNL guys.
Which has a Judd Apatow family, which comes through. And
they're different ones.
But I would say Seinfeld has to be at the top of the family.
Seinfeld's a big Seinfeld Mafia. It's very hard to get
big,
into.
and he's
like
also
Gambino.
the Don G of New York, so that's more
And the fact that motherfucking zillionaire walks around.
It's a good way to get into, by the way.
Dude, with just by himself, you got to respect that.
Just spread the word that goes on a little more on radio.
But I'm saying it's not a spread. It's just a fucking guy.
Al-Qaeda's out there.
He comes on. He's what's up?
Blow up an institution.
Just see him. Just like Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. You'll see that fuck. You just be like, is this Joe Pesci?
What the fuck's
buying a hot dog right here?
Jerry's very New York.
I just got a tweet from Collin's publicist.
Oh, shit.
The Twitter account CQ on Broadway.
Oh, what happened? What is it saying?
It just says, I am Collin Quinn is now on the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, well, good thing we know
Did you just do that? Oh. Who's running CQ on Broadway?
It's automated. They just punch his whole year's schedule in, and a computer pumps the plugs out.
I am Collin Quinn is now on the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, my God.
You got people working it as you're on the show.
Well, I hope people are listening into the show, and I certainly hope they buy tickets to the Hot New Broadway show.
I strongly suggest you see the show. All kidding aside.
The show's a real
we should sell some
gutbuster.
tickets.
A humdinger.
It's hilarious. It really is hilarious, man.
Would you say? Would you say hour 15? Are we coming to see education? We coming to see comedy? We coming to see all of it encompassed? What
it's a thinking man's comedy.
Yes.
I want to know.
I don't like you now taking turn as the interviewer trying to show me your fucking radio skills.
Let's take a break.
I like what
that wasn't fucking nice. That's not nice, Collin. I'm fucking.